This video is called Defining the Right Attention. So the more you think something, the more you pay attention to things, and the more you experience these things a specific way. The way you've been experiencing your entire life, or better yet, the way you want to now experience, the more you will feel them. Practice feeling something enough and you'll begin to believe it. First, what do you think feelings are? What do you think you're actually feeling? How can you feel happiness? Why do you feel sadness? Your feelings have a chemical component to them. If your thoughts can create chemicals in your body, surely you are capable of changing the levels and balances of these chemicals. So, if you suffer from chemical imbalances, why wouldn't balancing those chemicals be something like going to the gym, or practicing an instrument, or researching a new subject? If thoughts create feelings, why wouldn't practicing thoughts lead to practicing feelings? Here's an example of how thoughts turn into chemicals. I want you to sit back and imagine that I've just prepared for you a fresh pizza. If you don't like pizza, this might still work, but pick a different food. So I'm pulling this pizza out of the brick oven, and instantly you're hit with these overwhelming smells. A rich smell of cheese and garlic touches your nostrils. The sound of pepperoni sizzling on the cheese and the steam rising from the crust. The crust is crispy, but not overdone. The cheese is stretchy, but it's held together. I hand you the perfect slice. You bite into it and realize that this is the best pizza you've ever had. Is your mouth watering? Do you feel like you are ready for that pizza? Well, your body, your subconscious mind, nearly 95% of you actually believes there is pizza right here, right now. In your saliva, you're releasing a carb-digesting enzyme called amylase. Enzymes and hormones are released from your body based on your body's beliefs. If the majority of what you call you believes that there is pizza from a short description, or a commercial, or a memory, what else do you think you are capable of believing? What else can you experience? Now, pizza is practice for most of us, right? We can't be in the middle of the most stressful situations in our lives and expect to do this by thinking about an imaginary meadow or a calming waterfall. But the key word here is practiced. With practice, you can allow yourself to believe anything, to experience anything. And what are beliefs? They are what defines you. Your beliefs are you cut to the core. So your attention to things, not just your level of attention, but the way you see them, the way you experience, will ultimately define who you are. The Buddha said that all that we are is a result of what we have thought. And in Proverbs, it says, "Be careful of how you think, for your life is shaped by your thoughts." So thinking about things, rehearsing traumatic events or your worst fears over and over will consume you. Rehearsing is a good word here because it is a practice, and we need to change your practice. We need to start giving the right experiences and the way you want to experience those more practice. We need to practice calm. So, why practice? Why does practice make perfect? The wiring of the connections in your brain, these neural pathways, work very much like power lines and the wiring in your house. The rubber on the outside of the wire, this insulation, makes the movement of the electricity more efficient. The thicker the rubber, the more efficient the current is, and thus the smoother the pathway. So right now in your life, you have practiced behaviors that come to you so naturally, they require little to no thought. The more you practice, the thicker the myelin sheath, the thicker the insulation becomes around the neural pathways. And this isn't just in the mind, but in the body as well, throughout the entire nervous system. Ever notice how quickly you react? If someone throws something towards you or if something falls in front of you, notice how quickly you reach out to catch it. What about how easily it is for your body to maybe go into panic attacks? Think about driving, or better yet, brushing your teeth. How often are you consciously aware that you're brushing each individual tooth versus how often you are just allowing the routine to take place while you worry or think about something productive? Like this, anxiety, worry, fear, stress, anger, whatever it is, it has become a practiced routine in your body. Often people experience panic attacks without being triggered or thinking about anything. The body panics as a practiced reflex. Think of your mind like roadways. The practiced behaviors are like speedy highways. And when you're learning to let go of the bad and you're focusing on the good, you're going from a nice smooth highway of practice to an old country road. There are going to be bumps. There are going to be turns and potholes and the occasional cow blocking your path. But as you travel this road again and again, your ride becomes easier, becomes smoother, and you turn these new thoughts, these calming and loving behaviors, into a speedy highway. I'll see you in the next video.